Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. Okay, now we're going to start talking about super advanced Twitter and how to get people to talk to you, how to promote your business, how to make connections that are direct and indirect, to be able to grow your Twitter effectiveness. So we're going to start with Twitter Advanced Search, and I'll put a link to this, but it's basically search.twitter.com, and then you go to Advanced Search. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find out if anybody needs an accountant for my bookkeeper. So sometimes small business owners think they need an accountant and they actually need a bookkeeper. So I'm going to say, and it's for my client Joy, who I adore, and we're going to check around Denver, so within 1,000 miles of Denver. Now, she can actually do bookkeeping over the internet because she has tools and things like that, but we're just going to check near Denver. So I'm going to do a search. And there's a lot of people who need accountants, but this is really cool. So this person said, "Oh, cool! My former accountant has been indicted," and No Sin Schaefer said, "My dad's a CPA," and gave a link to his dad. Let's go. Anybody need an accountant? No. Blah blah blah. I need an accountant that specializes in small businesses that needs an entity. Okay, so I'm going to say at reply, X with side, just wanted to let you know I recommend Joy for all my small biz peeps. Okay, so I need more space. So I'm gonna say I recommend Joy for all my small business peeps bookkeeping, if that helps. Smiley. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put twitter.com and who she is. Okay, and it's gonna say the link will appear shortened. So I'm going to just say tweet. And that helps them. It may not be exactly, it's kind of a bookkeeper, but it couldn't hurt. And then there was another one. I'm going to need an accountant. Lakio Clothing. So I'm going to say at reply, Lakio Clothing. Have a great bookkeeper to recommend for your accountant issues. Hope that means you are rocking it. Okay, so I am -4. So I can take out to recommend. Okay, I'm still a little short, so I'm going to say great bookkeeper for your accountant issues. Still short, darn it. Hope that means you are okay. So I'm good. I have 52 tweet. Then I'm also gonna say, hope you need one because you are rocking it. Okay, so you could, if you were doing it for a person or for yourself, you could say, hey, just want to throw my hat in the ring, just want to do that. So that's a way you can find people who need an accountant close to your area, things like that. So obviously it's not cut and dried, so I'm going to say need a speaker. So this is for me, near Denver. And let's do a search. Car speakers, need speaking options. Okay, so what's this? Could be speakers. Okay, so it is speakers. I don't need speakers. Do you work with youth, men, or youth? Need a speaker. Okay, with his story. So that's somebody selling a speaker. Do you need a good economic speaker? Need English writer. So there's people who needs English speaking. Just booked another January if you live in Seattle and need a great speaker. So that's all the way organizing magic. Corporate events. So Ron is a corporate event. So you know what? It doesn't hurt to know people in the same industry. So this is for me. So I'm going to actually follow Ron Waterman because he is a speaker. It seems as if he is a speaker about physical things. So that doesn't help. He's a former MMA heavyweight champion. Never would have found him a different way. So that's really, really cool. The other thing is you want to make sure that you have, post about yourself being a speaker and things like that. And there's other ways you can do it. So now let's talk about another way you could use this to grow your list and get new contacts. So I did a search about speaker listing service or speaker listing services. And this is Chari Jane Speaker Services. So I'm not necessarily interested in hiring somebody right at this point, but it can't hurt for me to get in communication with them in case that I want to start working with them. So I'm going to say Charlie Jane, and I'm going to follow them. Okay, so that's awesome. She has been helping speakers since 2001. So she is going to have some really good things that are going to be interesting to me, I hope. Awesome people to follow. Call for speakers. Oh my gosh. So NASW. I don't know what that is. Social workers. So that's not for me. But I have a client who that would be perfect for. So I may send that to her in a little bit. So this is such a great connection to have. Take a quick test drive, things like that. So that's such a good place to go. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to come back here, speaker services, and let's see if they have a Twitter, blog. Tweet. That's for me to tweet it out. I don't want that. I want to try to find, Speaker Services has a Twitter. So I'm going to follow them. Oh, I'm already following her. Awesome. So that's another way is if you find places that list and help with those things, you can actually get hooked with them and then come here and build your speaking empire, looking for 4 folks to interview. Oh, cool. So, Susan, to Susan at Speaker Services, looking for folks to interview. And I'm just going to say, would love to throw my hat in the ring. I speak about a number of different marketing topics. Smiley. Oh, I have too many smileys, so let's fix my spelling. Here is my speaker wiki. And I have a speaker wiki, so let's go speaker wiki. Do. And so it's not straight arrow. It's if it was straight arrow, it would be really easy to do. Let's send this out, and maybe I could get a speaking event and http:// TaraJacobson.com. Send. Now, was that the best way to do that? If I was actually doing it, I would have spent a couple more minutes trying to find actual, stuff. But this is how you can kind of do a little bit of a round robin and try to find out if those people are somebody that you would like to do. Now, the other thing that we could do is we could do this, and I could say add to list, make a new list, and speaker peeps. Okay, so I'm going to say these are my speaker peeps. Did I add her to the list? So add to list, and she is in my speaker peeps. Okay, here's that other lady. Oops, where'd my lady go? Susan. So she had a good speaker service, so add to list, speaker peeps. Okay, now when I come to me, I'm going to be able to go to my list by you, speaker peeps, and I'm going to be able to check and see if they're saying something that's really important. So I hope this helps. I know it's can be a little bit confusing, but what we talked about today was doing searches on search.twitter.com advanced search to try to find people that are talking about something that you could recommend yourself or somebody else to. You can never go wrong by recommending somebody else. How to go online and find people that you want to add to your Twitter people to be able to grow your stuff, and then how to actually talk to them and take things offline if they're talking about something that you could respond to. So anyways, hope that helps. Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully.